everyone. I hope you're all having a good day today. Hello, Green. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright. How's everyone doing today? Good? Bad? Mediocre? You doing okay? Good to hear. So, today's gonna be like a one-off stream. I've decided to play something small. Ow! I'm speaking. I'm gonna play something simple. I'm going to Age of History 2 because near the end of Age of History 2's life cycle, I made a mod called Age of Gensokyo based on Toho Project. And I spent a lot of time on that mod. I've spent many hours working on this mod, and not a lot of people played it because Age of History 3 was announced. And I have been told directly by many people that they didn't want to play it because of Age of History 3 coming out soon. And that was really disappointing and demotivating. It's sort of why I'm not going to be making a sequel to this mod. That and it take a lot of time that I already spent on the first mod. So yeah, that's like the whole story behind this mod. This is Age of Gensokyo 2. You can see the absolutely horrendous map that I've made back here, but it does its job. You want to see how much time I've spent on this? Let's go to the created civilization list, and let's start scrolling down. By the way, I counted by highlighting all of the files earlier. There's 300 nations on this list. And a lot of them are just because I've been making, a lot of the countries on, the western portion of the map, they have been through a lot of updates. And I can create different nations by playing them. And so you go into Age of Gensokyo, you've got two maps, you've got the Windows era, and then you've got the PC 98 era, which is a much smaller map. And then this is the both cannons scenario. This is the big main scenario that you can play. No vassals, no alliances, self-explanatory, the same scenario, but no one's allied with each other. This one's a lot more stable. I don't know why. And then a scenario based on pretty much every game. Today I'm going to be doing the both cannons scenario. And, I don't know who I should play as. You know what? Let's play a random Civ. How about that? Fog of War Classic. Difficulties have been changed. Difficulty names have been changed. I don't really see the point in playing on a harder difficulty, like, all the difficulties feel the same. Let's see. Danmaku Brawl. Turn Gensokyo into a bloodbath. If you don't know, that is the option that makes everyone start off at war with each other. Right off of turn 1. Spectator mode. This is more of an inside joke between a few friends. View. But, alright. Random Civ. And we're playing Medicine. Alright. Honestly, a pretty bad starting location. You've got Yuka to the north, and if you attack bad apples, Yuka will join in. You've got Ramilia and all of her vassals down in the south. And then you've got the Werewolf Pact, but they have some allies. This is a really bad starting location. Oh boy. Alright. I just love going military upkeep because I like having cheap armies. Alright. You do have good relations with, Arian and, Raisin. But that's not really gonna help much. Could maybe try and get an alliance? Oh yeah, debuff because of the human village. Which is the Holy Roman Empire of this mod. It'll be interesting to see how the human village does. In past versions, the human village was one nation, and they used to be pretty powerful. They used to, like, the human village used to do, like, used to be one of the best nations to play. But then I divided it up. And they have not been as well. there's a bunch of new different terrains and stuff too I have to keep an eye on. Our location is hills. We get a 5% defense bonus, which is way more effective in this mod than in a lot of other mods. And then yes, there's a terrain just called building. And then there's settlement, which, of course, the entire human village is a settlement. Building. And of course, Kai, Heaven, Hill, Moon, Dream World. Alright. Let us begin. I do think Nameless Hill has a formal nation path. Yes. Form the Kingdom of No Name, which we can't really go after it yet because Yuka is a really powerful nation. In fact, you need a lot of strength to defeat Yuka in the mod. Because, yeah, she gets a huge defense bonus. Alright, let's try and look around. See if we can, like, pick up any allies or something. Could try and go grassroots alignment and ally ourselves with the join the frick, what is it called? Grassroots Yokai Network, yeah. Yeah, let's change our alignment. Alright. So if you have not seen the alignment list, which alignment is this mod's version of government, this is it. I think I have an image showing, like, the full list. In the base game of Age of History 2, this does not have a scroll bar. Which really shows you how big this list is. And before you ask, yes, I made every single one of these alignment icons. I am not proud of any of them. Let's see, where's Grassroots? Grassroots. Whoops! 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 Yeah, that's probably going to be an issue. Hang on. Accidentally clicked off the game. Okay, I'm already improving relations. I don't need to. Alright. The good thing about being the same alignment is it will help increase our acceptance of joining the alliance. Ah! Right, I forgot. It changes my spending requirements when you change alignment. Yeah, we'll need to wait a few more turns. So what's going on in the world? Ah, Tokiko's dead. Rip. Yeah, one of the most powerful nations here is Mariah. They've got a a crap load of vassals. And you can go through and like annex all of those vassals and get a lot of strength. The Tengu will tend to break away. And we can send a gift? Send 10,000 gold. There we go. Oh, frickin' green! God dang it! Stop jump scaring me! Now, the benefit of being Grassroots Yokai Network is we can use their territory to cross the, well, it isn't really blocking the chat, it's just... I didn't put on the right layer. Give me a moment. I thought maybe the color was odd, but no, it actually is blocking the chat. Thank you for notifying me of that. me in! Let me in! There we go. Alright, we're in. Alright, we're in the Grassroots Yokai Network now. Meaning I'll use allied territory to help me with, like, invasions and stuff. I'm surprised Akio did not pick up any alliances. So I might go after her first. Try and get a, try and get a base of operations in here. Ah! Fantastic! I have already failed. God dang it! I gotta love it when they somehow manage to kill way more troops than you. God dang it. Hey, Sekibaki, I need your help. There we go. All right. Oh, yes, that's right. Human village territory's expensive as all hell. It's gonna be very hard to take territory here. I can only take one province. I guess I'll take war reps, too. I could vassalize. That's something I could do. Yeah, let's vassalize. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick up some territory somewhere. Ah, yes, they killed nearly all of my troops with that invasion. Ally, please help me. Please don't take all of the territory for yourself. God dang it. We might need to call in everyone. Is Moko really going to actually kick all of our asses? She's actually absolutely decimating us. This is actually bad. And the worst part is she has no allies. This is ridiculous. What the hell? Ah! Yes! Frickin' military access. Thank you. Where are my allies? Where are my allies? Why do you have so many troops? What the frick, man? This playthrough is probably a dud. Why is Moko so powerful? How are you for... Is it because of the building? No. Ah, it's because of Bamboo Forest! Right. They get a defense bonus of 35% in the Bamboo Forest. And so when I attack them, I attack at a disadvantage. Ouch. Oh, I'm not gonna win that. Alright, maybe we can get a random nation that is in a better position. Alright, Raisin, that's not a bad start. Ah, dogs are barking now. I don't know why. Alright, so as Raisin, we are a vassal of, trying to remember who we're a vassal of. Yeah, we're a vassal of Aente, so we're a vassal of Kaguya. We are in a much better position. Because we are allied to Kaguya, we have good relations with Eren, and we kind of have bad relations with Te, but they are allied with Aente, so won't be too much of an issue. I think we have... Okay, we're one province short from Moko, but she might be a good person to go against. The downside? The Lunatic Kingdom. They sometimes decide, hey, let's go invade Gensokyo, and guess who's in the crossfire? Us. And if you haven't seen the tech level Lunatic Kingdom, yeah, they're one of the strongest start. They are actually the strongest start in the game. And so if they attack too early, there is nothing we can really do. So we can form Moon Rabbit Refuge. That's something we can try. Ah! Oh, we've got a rare opportunity here. We can form a union with medicine. You know what? Sure. That's a lot of strength. Alright, well. Look at Moko's alignment. I guess she's a Kappa this playthrough. Yeah, the thing about, there's a bunch of nations that start off unaligned, and I have it set to where once they get big enough, the unaligned nations will pick a random alignment, and so you can get some ridiculous stuff, like Kappa Moko. Alright, let's see if we can end this war without needing to defeat the rest of the grassroots. There we go. Hey, we actually won a war by ourselves for once. Moko likes me. So you know what? There we go. Another union. Holy frick, that's a lot of strength. Friendship! Yay! Friendship wins. Yeah, if I tell her to stop, she's not going to. It's because someone's here, and she wants out, and no. Oh, she stopped. Precious, come here. Nope. She's like, nope, I'm gonna lay down. Hi, Sammy. What you doing? Being a silly little cat? Anyways, this person's crushed. There we go. Look at the name of our nation right now. Udonge Rabbits, Nameless Hill, Path of the Phoenix. That's just because of the unions we've gone through. Hi! Has the moon invaded yet? Nope, they haven't. Interestingly, Junko and the moon have not gone to war yet. Usually they go to war at this point. Who are they allied to? They're allied to Iku. Well, Iku's not doing too well. As the moon invaded is hilarious out of context. Oh, trust me, that's something we don't want too early in this mod. The moon starts off with max tech. So, yeah. We don't want that. Give the Lunarians Majora's Mask. Alright, so we don't really have many other places to expand. South, we attack an alliance. North, we attack an alliance. East, we attack Ramilia and her vassals. Yeah, we attack Ramilia and her vassals, we attack Yuka and her vassals, or we attack Kaguya and her allies. And we also break our vassalization from Kaguya if we do that. Probably not very long. I'm probably only going to go a couple hours for this stream. Oh yeah, I think I can, hang on. we go. Yep, that's the mod page. I think I might, actually, I'm going to invade... Oh, I'm not a part of the, Exile Alliance. Nah, I don't plan on doing much. Sorry. Alright. We've got to prepare a lot of troops. Because... Alright, I've made too many. Alright, you know what? Let's go. Let's just go for it. The reason I need to make a lot of troops... There is going to be a crap load of fairy troops. At least I thought so. I love being unable to retreat because they move first. Wow, gotta love how the fairies kill a lot of troops. The fairies put up a fight. Yes, I am auto-saving after every turn because in the past, it came out of habit because in the past I had a very bad habit of forgetting to save. Just throw some jelly beans on the floor, they'll be too distracted. Let's see. Has the fairy... Okay, yeah, the fairy buff has occurred at this point. So, in the past, the fairies, I had to buff them because I gave them negative 40% defense bonus. And it turns out you could not do anything because they'd kill so many of your troops that it was just impossible to play as any of the fairy nations. And so instead I've exchanged it to, as you can see their research cost there. The thing with fairies in Toho Project is, they are incredibly dumb. So... I figured it'd be funny to give them an absolutely ridiculous research cost negative modifier. And the upside is you barely have to pay anything for your military. That's the upside. But the problem is when you go and fight nations like Yuka and the Moon. Yuka, because she has a lot of military bonuses. And the Moon, because they just straight up out-tech you and you can't do much about it. And I've actually did lower the defense debuff, but it didn't really help much. Any sort of defense debuff just kills the momentum of that fairies have. So yeah. Oh, an incident's occurring. Oh yeah, rogue fairy shenanigans. I have to put more work into the incidents. There aren't a whole lot. Here we go. We got Sega breaking into someone's house, so a couple of people will die there. What? Didn't we go to peace already? Uh-oh. I have found a bug that I have never found before. Has it gone away? I think it's gone away. Anyways, I am really strong now. How's the rest of the map going? Surprisingly, Junko and the Moon have not gone to war yet, but the Moon has annexed all of their vassals. So, and this is the least chaotic hell I have ever witnessed. The changes here are subtle. Human village has barely changed. That's nothing new. The Mayoran region has barely changed. And here's the bug. Here's the very annoying bug that plagues this mod the most. The endless war bug. So you see Kaneko and Satori are at war. That war is never going to end. Even if Kaneko manages to conquer all of this territory, that war is never going to end. It is a really irritating bug that plagues this mod through hell and back. And it happens every single playthrough. So, yeah. And this bug is sort of the reason why this mod no longer uses the Ewut engine. Because if you don't know, the mod started its life with the Ewut engine. And I have told Ewut to try and fix this bug many times, and I just got ignored. Ewut never bothered to fix the bug. And so that's why I abandoned the engine. I don't know what's up with the whole bug, but that's because it happens with the same nations. Not really. Because there's 300 countries that I'd have to make a custom flag for. And I'm not doing that. The funniest part, this is only half of them. The other half is like formable nations. And if I do end up finishing this mod, there's probably going to be way more countries. Let me actually show you an image. I'm going to show an image real quick. Go into my Toho stuff. So I created this image a while back to show the different formable nation paths that are currently in the game. And as you can see, I have not given everybody formable nations yet. That is probably like maybe 1/3 of the map. Meaning if I add formable nations at the same rate for the rest of the map, there's probably going to be around 750 countries in total, counting all of the formable nations. And as you can see, there are certain areas that are completely done, like the Moon and Hell have been completely finished. So yeah, I hope you can now understand my frustration as to when this mod didn't do well. I don't want to port it to Age of History 3. Too many countries. Sammy. Come on. You're alright. I like having cheap armies. Yes, you're hearing Sammy. I'm not gonna show the cat. I don't want to mess with all the face cam nonsense. Alright, I don't want to show the kitty. I don't want to open face cam. blasting through the text. Oh, it's probably because of, yeah, Ante. They have massively reduced research cost. The research cost is slightly balanced out by the fact that you have to deal with these guys. Alright. All of the fairies have been eliminated. Well, most of the fairy nations have... has Clown Piece been defeated? Okay, Clown Piece remains. And so do the 3 fairies, huh? Yeah, Clown Piece. This character. The character that is hilariously American. Before I gave her her formable nation path, I used to just have it to where if you conquer all of hell, you can just straight up form the United States. Like, not even like a unique United States of hell, you just form the United States itself. I think you understand now that the moon people can be very powerful. Green? No. 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 Alright, we're going to probably invade the Senkai region now. Which means we will be fighting all of these. And wow, the zombies broke away. Explode the chat, Redeem. If I can figure it out, yes. Just have the box in the corner freaking explode. Alright. Oh, that isn't even... Oh, that's Kyoko. Ah, okay. So I don't even have to worry about the north. Alright, we're fighting all of Senkai now. Did my army just tank it? Yeah. They just tanked a hit. Ouch. I think Senkai is about to have a very bad time. And all mine. not planning on playing for very long. Like, this won't be a very long playthrough. Oh, hey, we're in the Hifu era now. There we go. Alright. Ah! See, some of Vermilia's vassals have broken away. Sunflower Field has not moved at all. If we go to war with Yuka, it is going to be absolute nightmarish regardless of how high our tech level is. Like, Yuka is a pain to fight. So he's like, ah, you have an army 3 times bigger than mine? Too bad. Honestly, I might focus on Remilia now. I think we have the strength to take her on. And can I just say how weird it is that the human village has not changed at all? Like, at all? What's going on? Oh, wait, no, that isn't a human village nation right here. That's Kataka. You're supposed to be over here. Yep. Here's a good example of the endless war bug right here. Mariah Kingdom clearly has won. Won't peace out. This bug hurts. Let's actually look at the human village map. Where is it? Village. Yeah, it's barely changed. Outside of, freaking Kataka defeating Aku. You don't have to keep telling me about the games you've gifted. Please stop. I wonder what Ramilia would be thinking right now if she saw this on her border. Alright, let us... Yeah, I guess the humans finally decided... Well, not every nation here is a human... Not every nation here is led by a human. There are a bunch of yokai and stuff hiding within the village, but yeah. There we go, Ramilia finally jumped in. Not gonna call on your vassals, huh? There we go. Bam! That's all of them. took one province and just subdivided it like 1,000 times. Imagine if I took like Hakare. I would probably do it to Hakare Shrine, just add like 15 billion provinces in this one little area. Might as well just defeat Patchouli. There we go. It'd also be very realistic because Reimu's the protagonist. If I ever do add more provinces, it'll probably be in the Senkai region. Because I think that's one of the few regions that has stayed relatively the same throughout the course of the mod. And would you look at that? We are the most powerful empire on the planet right now. Or in Gensokyo, at least. So what's going on with who? Yep, still at war with the Tengus. Refuses to sign peace. Still at war with Satori. Refuses to sign peace. Surprised the Moon and Junko have not gone to war. In fact, they're on friendly relations, which is kind of cursed. The Netherworld has united, and for some reason they decided to go Kiketsu alignment. Shinki has died. Fascinating. So that means all of Shinki's vassals have broken away. The Hellravens are doing well. Rumia's doing well and is actually invading the human village. Yes, that's another one of the big reasons I'm not porting to Age of Gensokyo. I'm not porting it to Age of History 3. There's no immortality in Age of History 3. And that is something that this mod benefits from in Age of History 2, is the fact that leaders are immortal. Like that's one of the few things that this game has in favor with this mod. Like it's not too bad. It's not too bad for characters like Reimu and Marisa, because they are human characters and will probably, presumably... Where's Marisa? Well, Marisa's dead, but, Reimu and Marisa, they're, like, human characters and they'll probably pass away, but, like... You've got Kaneko, who's a god. She can't die. You've got Kaguya, who literally cannot die regardless of what you do to her. So yeah, there's a... And the one immortality mod that exists, there's been reportedly a lot of issues with it, so like... Hi, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Ah, Sammy, stop, please! Claws hurt! Cat! Yes. I just had a cat moment. Declaration of Independence. There we go. Yep, there we go. Oh, I caused ANT to capitulate already. Wow, I was not anticipating that. Are they legit not gonna call their allies? Well, alright then. That's a win for me, if they're not gonna call in their allies. That's weird, they usually do call in their allies. There we go. Alright, we can form Moon Rabbit Refuge now. If I recall correctly. Yep, Moon Rabbit Union is conquer the rest of Western Gensokyo. Which we'll probably go for that, and then we'll probably call it. Oh yeah, we have to fix our alignment real quick. All right. You are allied to the Celestials, who cannot reach me, so we're fine. There we go. That way I don't end up in an endless war of the Celestials. There we go. I know Kyoko is allied. Well, her ally can't reach us, so... What a lovely capital you have here. Alright. We've got a very painful war coming up. We're gonna have to fight Yuka now. I think we should have the strength now at this point. The one time I conquered this entire map, I was playing Yuka. So, yeah. first moment when you have to fight Yuka is if you play in Hell and you end up uniting all of Hell. In order to leave, the exit is right here. It's owned by an independent nation, but obviously Yuka can take it, and suddenly, in order to leave Hell, you have to fight Yuka. And I've done that before as Keiki, and it's an absolute pain to fight Yuka that early. So yeah, I'm gonna beef up the army. Strongest government type? The strongest alignment is probably either Sunflower or Lunatic. Obviously, there are so many of like different benefits and stuff. If you have enough territory, like Fairy can be really powerful. With the lack of lack of needing to pay for most of your army. Alright. Well, okay, one of the reasons I had to buff the fairies is because there is a huge flaw with Age of History 2. And it's probably just because I'm really unlucky, but I rarely ever get to go before my opponent. And you can automatically see the problem with that, right? If you get really unlucky and you go before your opponent, and you go after your opponent's moved, it doesn't matter if you're attacking constantly. Like, if you are unable to attack first, that defensive debuff is going to obliterate you. The freaking turn order stuff does not feel very balanced in this game. The thing is, though, it is constantly happening to me. So that's why I've kind of avoided, like, giving a defense debuff to the fairies. Alright, let's go. If we lose this war, Yuka needs nerfed. Yeah, look at that! Look how many times they went before me. Alright, let's just keep attacking. Try and break them before they break us. Oh my goodness! We managed to get her to capitulate. Holy frick! Whew! Alright. They capitulated. This game uses the NW image. Or the NW engine. Whew! Yeah, that's a lot of death. Alright. Oh, whoops. Yeah. If you want to know how powerful Yuka is, Yuka is probably one of the only nations that could probably take on the moon without having to conquer the entirety of Gensokyo. invading hell is also a pain. Look at the terrain debuffs you get for going into hell. Yeah, it is not a fun place to be. And by the way, during my playthrough as Keiki, that was before the debuffs. So I had buffs and I still could not fight Yuka. Yeah, terrain in Age of Gensokyo has been completely overhauled. Even the, terrains that have remained have had their bonuses changed. So Plains has, nothing. And then Bamboo Forest, buildings, settlements, urban areas. Kai, Backdoor Realm, Dream World. Oh yeah, Realm entry points. You may have noticed a lot of civilizations don't really invade other realms all that much. This is why. Because I can. Plus, it's also to keep the Lunatic Kingdom from conquering half of Gensokyo within the first 50 turns of the game. Because if that happens, it's game over. You're not stopping them. with Shinigami. I forgot I'm at war with this person. Oh yeah, Kotaka has this land down here. I gotta go get that. There we go, that's Kotaka down. There we go. Alright, that war's over. Alright, there we go. I should probably end that war with Mariah Shrine. There we go. Yeah, that war was not too hard. They were way too weak. Quite a bit. I'm about to form the last formable nation, and then we're going to call that for a night. Technically, there's another formable nation that you can form after this, but, there we go. I think that's it. Yep. Moon Rabbit Union. And then, yeah, you can form Gensokyo after this. But, we're not going to. Because look how many nations I'd have to conquer on the eastern half. Alright, so yeah, that's a playthrough as Raisin. Using the random civilization button. Kind of hilarious that we ended up as a rabbit. But yeah, there are multiple things we could do there were multiple things that we could do at this point. We could, we have access to Hell, so we could maybe take out Hell and get all of that territory and stuff. We also have access to the Dream World and the Moon. Eastern Gensokyo would take a long time to conquer. So yeah, that'll be it. So that'll be it for that playthrough. Yeah, Age of Gensokyo. No, sorry. I'm tired, man. I should note that I stream these after work. And so sometimes I'm just, sometimes I'm not feeling the best. I work in fast food. That should be noted, and fast food is an absolute nightmare if you've never worked in it. So, we will be rating. I wonder if Scarletify is still streaming. Yes, she is, actually. Alright, so we will be rating Scarletify since she's streaming. I've been wanting to raid her for a while, but she's usually done by the time I'd finish my streams. Here we go. We're going to be raiding a fellow Benoy. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good day. Peace.